All right, great. We're all here. Let's get started. Who wants to recap?
I can give a brief recap here.
Great.
We did a lot of fighting. we we picked up our session right in the middle of our fight with the Ridleyor's minions, soon to be the Ridleyor. It was like a few steps away. Um, so basically, immediately, we're fighting the Ridleyor. It banished Glornil to a maze dimension, and he was like, "Oh, look, the exit," and and walked right out. After Smash taking a good couple whacks at the fountain, um, but then what else happened? Oh, Morgan got hit with Feeble Mind. That was rough. Um, then before it could, it seemed to have very tailored things for each of us. But before we found out what the rest of them were, we killed it. So we took down the Ridleyor and the last of its. We thought we were done fighting its little minions, but more kept showing up. But we finally took down the Ridleyor, its little minions, and we explored its basement, rescued the the Uglal that was down there, hooked up to all the stuff. We kind of storyboarded through that, so I think we rescued them.
Told Vonda about it in any case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got Vonda to take
We were
care
too
of that.
worried to detach them from the tomb.
Job better left to
Yeah.
a dentist.
Yes,
Yes.
a medical professional.
Yeah. We took a lot of their notes. Like we confiscated a lot of the Ridleyor's notes and stuff so that Morgan could do some studying once they got back to their right mind. We stayed on there, I believe, a couple of months. Is that correct? Okay. We stayed there a couple of months while they upgraded our ship. We got the holes patched up, got the stuff back in order, and they gave us a nice fancy upgrade of a shield booster, I believe, is the one we picked. And we realized that our map and their map, like their idea of where things were and our map of where things were, weren't totally aligned. So they gave us some updates and pointed us in the direction of the remaining puzzle pieces or portal pieces, which are all contained within this Idion system. So we are just about, I believe, about to head off to by the orientation of the map, northwest corner of the map. I think that was the one we decided to go to and check out the farthest out in that direction portal piece with our newly upgraded ship.
Cool.
Oh,
great.
and Morgan got their mind back after some time.
Very important.
Mhm.
All right, very cool. So can you guys show me on the map? There we go. So you are here at Petrath, and you're headed towards the Great Wheel.
Mhm.
Yes.
How are you going to?
Ooh, that's some zoom. Zoom enhance.
Yes, enhance. What route are you going to take to get there? So you're starting here.
Could we get some insight from Mogmoth as to which way would be? Because I know you said like they generally flow one way. We can go both ways because Mogmoth's a good enough pilot.
Right.
But could we get some insight from Mogmoth into which ways would be the way that it's flowing so we don't have to like fight it?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'd say once you get close to the flow, you're able to figure out the directionality. So this flow that's heading away from Petrath, that's flowing in that direction.
Perfect.
This flow is flowing in that direction, sort of southeast headed. And then, so yeah, this one's going that way, that one's going that way.
I was thinking it might be. It's probably faster to keep going. I know you can't see my mouse, but to keep going more west than south, like just keep going straight. And then once we hit that intersection on the southwest corner of Vornas to turn that way. That way we don't have that little bit of backtracking going southeast.
Okay. So so you're gonna go like that and then like
Unless
that.
anyone has any strong feelings against.
That seems reasonable to me.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to go any which direction from that juncture way out at the upper left to get to the Great Wheel? Do we need to go up that point that goes out to the north?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Okay, cool. Well, that sounds reasonable. And then Mogmoth, you played with your fan a little bit that you discovered in your pocket in the middle of that combat. And I think you've mentioned that Mogmoth is pretty phlegmatic about like just reality shifting at this point because Mind Flayers fucked with him so thoroughly for so long. He's just like, yeah, okay, magical fan appeared. That sounds consistent.
Can't sweat the small stuff.
That is a wind fan.
does
It
it do?
casts gust of wind
Nice.
once per long
Oh,
rest.
that's actually a spell I
Nice.
have, so I can just tell you what it. I just copy pasted. No, it's not. I don't have a spell. I have warding wind.
What a liar.
I'm actually sitting down. I'm not lying.
You said per long rest?
Yes.
This is just perfect for a warlock.
Extra spells you can cast without taking up your spell slots.
I love it.
You could blow somebody off our ship potentially.
Hold on, Mirador.
Yeah, for
I'm
real.
making a list already.
This is why it's good that Morgan didn't get that.
Morgan seems to
okay.
have no trouble tossing Mirador out into space
He
without
doesn't-
any
don't
magic
need the
items. I don't think they need any magic items to toss Mirador into space. They've already gotten plenty of practice.
That's true.
Wow, I really could blast people out into space.
Yeah, it like shoves them in a line.
Wow.
Good for
All right.
getting intruders off the ship, not
Uh,
crew members off the ship.
there's one.
Sometimes it's hard to target one over the other.
Oh,
Yeah, Frida sure has some trouble targeting one over the other.
Stop
Okay, you
surprising.
guys take off from Petrath in the Dolazal, head around Vornas, and then out that flow, headed in the direction of the Great Wheel. Passing Vornas, you're able to see, in the distance, it's a, kind of rocky object. You see some like forests, you see, some lakes and whatnot. Looks like a small moon. Looks like it's probably, habitable. You're also getting pretty close to the fire body at the center of the Idion system here. And so it's actually like fairly bright, certainly brighter than you've had without magical illumination, just kind of cruising around the border far realm that you have been. So it's kind of a pleasant kind of comparison with what you've been encountering before. You hit that next flow and start heading up. And Frida, give me a d6, please.
5.
5. Okay. Mogmoth, you're sleeping. Sleeping on the
I'm
job.
not-
babying.
You're not piloting. Glornhill. Glornhill is piloting.
Oh, boy.
Glornhill's piloting. Mirador and Morgan are sort of around and about. Frida and Mogmoth are sleeping. Where are Mirador and Morgan, do you think?
I think Mirador is probably in the training area that's set up kind of at the back
the
end of the
back.
cargo deck.
Yep. Cool. And Morgan?
Morgan is in their lab doing science stuff.
Excellent. All right. So Glornhill, you're the only one up there. What's Glornhill's like process as he's piloting this ship? Like what's kind of going on for Glornhill for these 4 hours where you're the only one on the command deck?
I'd probably use this time to like Like, do I need to be like holding on to like a wheel or anything?
You,
this
you
whole
need to be
time, or-
sitting in the ship with the
Okay.
little helmet on. Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, so I want to be like doing other stuff up there. I
You
think
could be,
I
like,
just chill.
knitting.
It's oh true. I like that. Yeah, yeah. I don't think anyone knows he knits, but I like the idea that he knits a bit. And just I think enjoying the quiet. You know, it's a tight ship, but you know this round or whatever you'd call it shift. Thank you, the word. You know, everyone's off doing their own thing, and you know, his room's down there by Morgan's lab, so it tends to be kind of loud down there. So I think he's enjoying the quiet up here.
Awesome. So give me a perception check, Lornell.
All right. That is a 9.
9. Okay. You don't spot them until the ship is pretty darn close. But you spot a huge gathering of probably thousands of turtles that are floating / flying through space, more or less across your trajectory. Like, you're not going to hit them, but you definitely spot them probably about a quarter of a mile away by the time you like draw your focus, and you're like, what the hell are those? And there's this huge like migration of space turtles in front of the ship. Yeah, you see these turtles flying through space. You want to do anything about it, or just kind of like be like, oh,
I
hey.
appreciate him. I'll watch him. Like,
Okay,
pretty
cool. Awesome. Yeah, so the ship passes underneath this migration of thousands of these space turtles, and they're going somewhere. They got plans, apparently. The ship passes under and continues on the flow. You're going to see them in the back, and they're going off somewhere else into space.
Are there any windows down at the cargo level that we would see them out of, or is that?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me pull up the schematics here.
Before he'll get to see space turtles.
Yeah, I don't think in that part of the cargo deck or on the research deck, because the research deck used to be slave deck, so they don't have any portals.
Didn't exactly have a lot of
down
windows
there.
on the slave deck.
Right, exactly. Yep. Okay. Glornell, give me a D6, please.
All right. A 4.
4. Okay. All right, that's fourth shift. This is a couple of days later. Mogmoth, you are back piloting. Miradar and Frida are sleeping. Glornell and Morgan are doing their thing. Morgan's researching. Glornell, whereabouts are you on your break shift?
I think you're probably going through engineering and just doing any of the routine checks.
Okay, cool.
I think he's made a little ritual of, you know, getting out of the way of everyone.
Right,
Taking
got
some
it.
time to just in the silent moments. He likes finding
Nice.
all those silent moments.
Okay. Mogmoth, give me a perception check.
Okay. $19.
19. So you think you're probably about a couple of days away. Let me show you on the map where you guys are. You're in this span of this flow, crossing over this area right here, kind of in the middle. And looking out through the central viewport from the pilot's chair, you see in the distance some flashes of different colored light that they kind of resemble like little firework, like little explosion sorts of things, just kind of all over kind of the star field in front of you. The ship and the flow is definitely going to pass through this area of these lights shining.
Can I attempt to go under or over it and stay in the flow?
Well, on that 19 perception, it looks like it's a pretty large area actually. So it looks like it encompasses the whole flow and projects beyond it. So you don't think that you could successfully navigate around them without a pretty substantial risk of just getting stuck in space.
How far away are we?
Um,
Minute wise.
yeah, you had a pretty good perception. So I'm going to say you're about 10 minutes away.
Is anybody else up around?
You are all alone.
Okay. Mogmoth is gonna call down to the lower decks and be like, "Yoo-hoo! Anybody up?"
I think you know the shift schedule well enough to know that Morgan's way down in the research level. They're not going to hear anything. Glornell, go ahead and give me a D20, please.
Just flat D20.
Yep.
That's a 9.
9. Glornell is somewhere also below decks. So yeah, Mogmoth, you're not too surprised that nobody hears you.
Okay. I guess I'll continue to approach, and maybe as I get closer, it'll kind of clarify itself how dangerous this looks.
Okay, great. Yeah, so you continue to get the ship closer. You're probably like a couple of minutes away from encountering the edge of this field at this point. So you discern more details on that 19 perception. There are 6 different colors of these kind of flashes. They look more explosion-like than you noticed before. Like they look like kind of like a burst of color. It looks like it may be not completely random, but you'd have to spend some time looking at it to see what pattern, if there is a pattern that exists there. But you kind of see like some repeating things, but if there is a pattern, it's a pretty long, complex one.
Can I slow the ship down and just kind of like watch it for a while?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a dexterity spelljamming check.
17 plus 3 is 20.
Yeah, no problem. You're able to cut the spelljamming power and just like keep it in the flow, kind of going back and forth, so that you don't get pushed back with the flow, but that you don't progress either.
So Mogmoth's just going to hang out and watch these and see if he can discern any kind of pattern that might help him anticipate, like when he could pass through safely, or if, I don't know, some kind of message, or if
Okay,
it looks
great.
like artistic rather than martial.
Sure. Yeah, so give me an insight check.
13.
It doesn't look artistic, only because you don't think that there's an audience here besides you all. It's possible it could be communicating some information. That idea kind of got into your head and you're like, oh, that's plausible. So this is going to be a player-based puzzle solution. So you're not going to be able to skill check your way out of this one. So go ahead and give me a D20.
10.
10. All right. You see a burst of kind of black color, and then a burst of white color, and then a burst of blue color, and then a burst of electric energy color, and then a burst of red color. And it seems like that was a full pattern, and then it like resets and another pattern starts.
Okay. Black, white, blue, electric, red.
Morgan, Morgan and Glornell, you appreciate that the ship is not underway anymore.
I think if I noticed the ship wasn't moving, I'd head up to the deck to check on Mogmoth.
Okay, great.
Yeah, Morgan will check too.
All right, you two head up to the command deck. Yeah, you look up and Mogmoth is just like staring off into space, which is actually pretty typical for when you encounter Mogmoth. But looking at what he's looking at, you also are starting to see these flashes of color.
And the pattern
Other
repeats, or
Mogmoth?
it goes into a new pattern?
It goes into a new
Okay.
pattern.
Gotcha.
Oh my God, what is that? This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Know what that
Mogmoth
is,
looks over
Mogmoth?
his shoulder, sort of surprised. Ooh.
Hi, Mogmoth. What's this?
Well, I don't know. I think maybe it's trying to communicate with us. I have prestidigitation. We don't have any kind of like lights on our ship, do we?
Not really.
Can I use prestidigitation to flash that back?
Yeah,
Black,
for sure.
white, blue, electric, red.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Give me a new insight check.
That was a 2 + 1 is 3. I'm going to just in case Mogmoth feels like he's just like not really grasping this, and he starts fiddling with his amulet.
Okay.
And that adds 3, so a 6.
Awesome. Give me another d20.
7.
7. You see an electric burst, a red burst, another electric burst, and then a brief pause. And then it looks like another pattern resets.
Mogmoth looks
Mo-
over his shoulder again.
Yeah, Morgan and Glornell, you guys are both
Meaningfully.
kind of looking at this.
Question: electric is separate from red, not it's electric red colored.
Electric is different than red, correct?
Okay, cool.
Like electric energy, red
Yeah.
light, electric energy.
I
Yep.
just heard, I heard it as one the first time around. So
That's how I understood.
Yep.
Have I seen any other colors used?
Besides those 6, or
Wait, black, white, blue, electric, red. Was there another one we saw?
black? Black. Wait. So red, red, green, electric, black, white, blue.
Was there a green in the first one? I thought it was
There
black,
was not.
white,
You have
blue,
not.
electric.
No,
okay.
in when like the times, like basically what's happening is like you're looking at it, and like every now and then you track a pattern, and then like you get distracted, and then you come back and you're like it's in the middle of a pattern, etc. So anytime you want a pattern, let me know.
But that first pattern, I just wanted to know, was it an alphabet, which it's not. It's not a glossary.
I think on that 6 insight, you can think whatever you want to think.
Lizzie thinks if it didn't show us all the colors, it's not a glossary. Well, I can't make heads or tails of it. Should we show him another one?
they're doing another color pattern. Try flashing that.
We could try something we haven't seen yet.
Good.
Mogmoth fires off some purple.
Okay, give me a d20.
16.
You see a flash of blue, a flash of electric, a flash of red, and then a flash of electric.
Morgan, you're the smart one.
Morgan's smarter than Will, but okay. Oh wait, researcher background. Can I dig into the recesses of my brain to see if I can figure out if I've heard of or seen anything like this before?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me intelligence history or intelligence nature.
I noticed you didn't say Arcana. I'm going with history because Int is my thing.
Okay.
It's a 16.
So let's see, knowledge history with this. Yeah, this is a phenomenon that you have heard of but never seen personally, that occurs in wild space, where you don't know if it's magical phenomenon or a chemical phenomenon or whatnot, but yeah, these explosions just happen periodically. You think it's, as far as you know, it's a random natural phenomenon. There's no like intelligence here.
I'm not sure it's actually trying to communicate. I think this is okay. Have you ever been on a planet with like a really hot summer, and then you see like you see in cloudy skies like flashes, like in the clouds, not quite like lightning, but kind of looks like it. I think it's something kind of like that.
Face
But-
lightning.
Space and more, yeah, heat lightning, but more like, but in this case, it's bright flashes of colors in space. I don't think there's actually anybody trying to communicate with us.
Guess the more important question is it dangerous?
Do I know if it's dangerous?
Yeah, it's a hazard for sure. Like you do know that ships will report this as a hazard.
Yes, it is. We don't want to just go right through it. That will probably hurt.
Well, we could turn back, or we could wait it out.
Any knowledge on how long this would take to wait out?
Yeah, that was going to be my next question.
You do not know. You don't think that this is a permanent construct, but also you do know, Morgan, in the Borderfall realm, the rules are all kinds of fucked up.
I mean, who can tell? I mean, who can know? Things don't work here the same way they work in my realm, in my plane, as far as like how physics and stuff work.
Mogmoth is going to send up another purple flare.
Okay, great. Give me D20.
9.
9. 3 simultaneous bursts of lightning occur, and then a green burst, which I think you have not seen yet before, and then another burst of lightning, and then a burst of red, and then a burst of lightning.
Do that again, see if he gives us the same pattern this time.
Well, we already did one purple, and it said something different.
That is true.
Mirador, Frida, you guys are kind of jostled awake. Like you're accustomed to the ship, like having this like smooth kind of steady, energy to it. And you're both a little bit like, something's not quite right. The ship's been not moving for long enough that you're both like disturbed out of your sleep.
Mirador is going to a little grumpy at being awakened, like, and head up and like, what are we doing now?
And Frida?
Same. She's gonna get up and make her way up as fast as she can.
Okay, so neither of you are armored, to be clear.
Oh, I mean, I'll put my armor on.
Are you gonna spend the time to put your armor on? It's not going to be quick.
I only have. It takes like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes
Yeah.
to put on your armor, right?
By yourself.
Yeah, by heavy armor.
Depends on
Yeah.
how much armor I got. What armor do I got?
I'm gonna like head up and be like, "Are we fighting? Do I need to put on my armor? What are we doing?"
It just seems awfully lonely, don't it, to imagine it's trying to say something and we might drive right by and never know.
Is there something out there I should be worried about? I'm still like shouting from the lower deck.
Well,
don't-
it depends how you interpret lightning, 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 green, lightning, red, lightning.
Okay. All right. Mirador heads back in and just starts putting on armor.
Same. Let's see. It takes 4 minutes, and if I don it hastily, a minute.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I will don it as quickly as I can don it.
All right.
I'm gonna start putting my armor on because I just don't know what's going on. And they said lightning, and I'm thinking that means I need to prepare.
Cool. Okay, so that's going to take some time. So you guys, so you reported that Mogmoth, and you hear some like clattering sounds as Miradar's gearing up her armor.
Perhaps Mirador speaks it. She seems to know what's going on.
Okay, so you guys want to wait for them?
Sure.
So
Like,
no,
tell me
Frida,
about that
you're
situation.
so you have chain. So Frida has chain mail, which is
Yep.
heavy armor. So that's going to be 10 minutes to dawn, right?
Yeah, should be.
And I don't see
I
any
think-
rules here about getting it on quickly.
I don't know. I just googled stuff and I saw it in the SRD. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I think that's third. I think that's the 3.5 rule.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like
I
it's
think,
just
I think it's like 1 minute for me. You can like light armor is like an action, medium armor is like a minute, and heavy armor is like 10 minutes. I think.
yeah, it's one 5 and 10 minutes.
Oh, 1, 5, and 10. Okay, yeah.
Yep. So I think that's going to be 10 minutes for the two of you if you guys want to gear up before you head out.
Because Miradar's in like plate armor.
Right. Yeah, crazy plate. So yeah, is that what you guys want to do?
That's what Miradar is doing unless the call comes out that she needs to run up there with like just her shield and sword.
Right.
She's gonna start putting on bits of armor that she can put on.
Same.
Got
If there's like screens
Preferably
start
the-
happening, then I'll do
Right.
it. But
Preferably the pieces that if there's any pieces that aren't like codependent on other pieces being on, like if I put on like
Yeah, your
gauntlet,
greaves and yeah,
the
gauntlet.
or, like, yeah,
Okay,
putting on the
right.
things that are not going to impede me if I've only got like half my armor on.
Got it. Okay. Okay, yeah. So Mogmoth, Morgan, Glornell, you guys hear clattering metal sounds down there.
They're on their way.
Yeah, but you know, especially Glornell, that it's going to be a while.
Yeah.
Ogmoth sends up just a black flare.
Okay, give me a d20.
7.
7. Lightning, red, lightning, and it stops.
I feel like we've gotten that. Did we get that one before? Or did we get red lightning red?
We've gotten like
We
one
got
that was green. and
electric red lightning. We got lightning, red lightning before.
Okay.
Does it seem like the patterns as we've been watching it, the lightning part getting more and more frequent? Because it seems like the
Give
first
me,
couple ones are like more colors. And then
Right.
it
Give me a perception check, Glornell.
Can I assist with
A
that?
nat
Because
20
Mogmoth was
plus
wondering.
5.
Oh, there you go.
What'd you get?
a nat 20 plus 5, so 25.
Oh my God. Okay, Glornell. So you discern a few things. You are actually able to see there's like a little bit of a ripple, like looking past. So, you know, you guys are constantly surrounded by this like rainbow where the reality of the border far realm interacts with the actual far realm, right? So it's always kind of in the distance is this like rainbow thing. So instead of like, you know, stars on a black sky like you'd see in normal space, there's just this like rainbow haze in the background. So you see against that rainbow haze, anytime one of these things pops, like a little bit of a shimmer, which Glornell, you know enough about detonations and explosives that you interpret as a shock wave. You think that these things will definitely cause damage if they detonate near you or the ship. So that's the first thing that you notice as you're looking at these things. So I think we will definitely call them explosions at this point.
Gotcha.
The other thing that you perceive is that the color, especially the red ones, you see like they're tinged with like a little bit of yellow and like they're kind of roiling, and you're like, that's not red, that's fire.
Gotcha.
So you're able to distinctly tell that the red ones are fire.
These are just giant
Um,
chromatic orbs going off.
And then
Like a spell,
actually,
chromatic
with
orb.
the blue ones, you see that it's not just like the same color of blue. Like you see traceries of like kind of cracks and whatnot that look like ice and snowflakes. So it looks like the blue ones are have some kind of cold component to them.
Okay.
Furthermore, you realize that there are patterns happening further into this thing that you cannot see from where you are.
So like the colors we've been seeing are just the ones that are closest to us. There's more
Exactly.
further on. Okay.
Exactly. Well, you think that the 6 colors that you've seen are the ones that are in this particular cloud, but you have not seen all the patterns that you think are in here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll let the rest know that, you know, pure fire and ice. I'm guessing that the others are not just colors, but representative of some element as well, and that we do not want to get anywhere near them.
That's amazing. Just tiny singularities of elemental energy just out here in space, and we managed to come across it and observe it.
I think the space turtles were cooler.
Oh, the space turtles were awesome, but this is pretty great too.
Nobody
I've
saw
never
the space turtles.
I've never heard of a
I
space
don't-
turtle,
Darnell's not told you about the space turtle.
and I wouldn't believe it unless I saw it.
You don't believe what you already see half the
Okay,
time.
back up. What about space turtles?
There was space turtles floating around. Like I said, I'd much rather see them than whatever the heck this mess is.
I miss space turtles.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, Frida, Miritar, you guys clunk up to the command deck, fully outfitted.
Okay, what are we
What's
doing
going
here?
on?
Who do I need to smack?
It's
Well-
either a series of elemental explosions with random lack of communication and threat to the ship, or it's a communication from a lonely soul out in the space that only we can see.
Pretty sure it's the former. Unless there's
Is this-
somebody causing these to blow up in sequence, which I don't know if that's true.
So, has Mirador ever seen anything like this in her time in the Far Realm? Like, is
Yeah,
this the
give
first
me
time she's encountered it?
give me a intelligence nature check.
Well, that was really good. Well, it's a nat 20 for a total of 19 with my -1.
Aw.
Literally the
Mirador, you have not seen a phenomenon like this, but like Morgan, you have heard of such a thing when you were traveling through the border Far Realm, and yeah, you if you want to put your brain together with Morgan, your understanding of this, Morgan, is that it's not as like random as it seems to be here, but Mirador, that jives completely with what you would expect, like the influence of the Far Realm to be. Like it's taking this natural phenomenon and just like fucking it up more.
Gotcha. So there may be some rhyme to it, but it's all screwy around here because what isn't in this place?
Maybe it's like a musical rhythm.
How far away are we from this phenomenon at this point?
Mogmoth is holding you pretty close at this point. If Mogmoth, put the ship into forward, you get there in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
So reasonably close, but not within most spell effect ranges that you guys have.
Yeah.
But
So we're not
Mogmoth
getting,
he could get you closer. Mogmoth knows what he's doing.
but we might risk getting caught in some kind of blast from these things blowing up. Right? That's what we're worried about. Yeah. These things
I'm
look
seeing you
like
get
they're
closer while staying out of that range. I'd like to be able to see if we can see past the first row and what's going on further back if possible.
Okay, yeah. Is it possible we can get closer, Mogmoth, without getting the ship damaged?
Anything's possible. Mogmoth will inch forward.
Okay. Yeah, you rolled really well on your piloting check, so we'll let that ride. Glornell, give me a d20.
Alright. That is a 19.
19. As you approach where you would expect a pattern to normally set off, there's like a brief pause, and there's like no explosions in the area for a moment. And you guys start to think, oh, maybe it's over. And then it starts up again.
That almost looked really promising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that lets us know that it does have pauses. So if there's any way of predicting that, then we might be able to ride through. But so far, we haven't seen a lot of pattern to it.
Was that pause long enough that if we had been waiting for it, we could have shot through it, or was that even enough time to shoot
No,
that
probably
out?
not. I mean, it
Okay.
would get you a pretty decent amount of the ways through, but there's a pretty large area. Even with Glornell's really good perception, it's hard to see like the full extent of it.
Gotcha. Could we see any like past that? Like, was it paused just in this like front row, or was it paused like throughout everything?
It was just paused like around you, but like looking off in the distance, you saw a couple of flashes of color.
Okay. Okay. I think something I want to watch for, like, just when the next round of explosions
give me
does
a-
start happening.
Give me a d20.
Okay. And what I'm specifically trying to see is if like there appears to be any sort of like ripple wave back of like the pattern happens towards the front and then that pattern like replicates itself going further back.
Got it. Yep.
Is what
Okay.
I'm like specifically trying to gauge here.
That makes sense.
Oh, that is a 10.
10. You see a burst of black, a burst of white, a burst of cold, a burst of lightning, a burst of fire, and a burst of lightning.
Okay.
And it's cold as the blue, yes.
Yes.
And did that seem to be replicating itself past
It did
that,
not.
or it
No.
just
So
completely
it
isolated and
seems.
random?
Yeah, it seems like it's. So again, kind of like what Mogmoth thought when he first saw it. Like there is some pattern to this. It's just complicated.
Mhm.
Interesting.
What triggered that, or that one just happened on its own? The
That one just happened.
Okay.
Yeah, Glornell was just watching the pattern longer.
black, white, blue, lightning,
Okay.
red lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Have they always been coming in sixes? Or has there been shorter patterns?
There
Not
were,
at all.
I'm in
there were
threes.
ones and threes.
And
'Cause we got-
one in 7 or 8.
Hmm.
It electrics a lot when we try to talk to it.
Yeah, lightning seems to be the biggest thing. Most popular.
Do we
Okay.
think that I don't know how far we could Morgan, you could hurl some of your fire off into that distance. Do you think you could lob some fire up in its general direction to see if it responds back?
I can try.
Maybe it's not just the colors, but the actual elements that it
Mm.
that it's communicating with.
Yeah, Morgan, you can get out on the forecastle of the Dolezal, and I mean, Mogmoth has you like right up on the edge of this thing, so you guys are, probably 30 feet away from the outside of the explosions that are sometimes popping up near you.
Okay, let's see. Let's start small. And so about 30 feet.
Yep.
Okay, so that's definitely in firebolt range. So let's go with that.
Okay. So are you just gonna like fire it off in the middle? Or are you gonna like wait for an explosion and aim it at that? Are you gonna try to wait for a fire explosion to hit it with fire, or what's the plan here?
I like the idea of waiting for fire and hitting it with fire.
Okay, great. Give me a roll to hit, please.
Okay.
Actually, give me a d20 first.
Oh, you want to take the roll I just got?
Sure.
4.
4. Okay, great. So you see a burst of green, a burst of lightning, a burst of fire, and a burst of lightning.
I can't remember. Have we seen green before?
Yes.
Yes.
Green, lightning, fire, lightning.
Yep. And then go ahead and roll to hit.
Let's say, does a 15 hit?
Yeah, 15. So you're waiting for that fire burst. So you see that burst of fire. You hit it with firebolt, and it hits the area. Give me an Arcana check.
22.
22. I mean, it's basically like if you hit somebody who's casting a fireball at the same time, like if you hit the area of a fireball at the same time as you hit it with a firebolt, it's basically that's what happens, which is not very much. It's not really even additive. And it doesn't seem to affect the sequence at all after that.
Okay, can I try the same thing, but this time I'm going to firebolt an ice burst? If one
Give me a d20.
Okay.
Shining a flashlight in a spotlight. You just don't even hardly see.
That's
the
an
first
18.
one.
18. You see, you're like waiting for it, and you get lucky. You get 3 bursts of cold, 1 burst of white light, another burst of cold, a burst of lightning, a burst of fire, and a burst of lightning. So roll to hit.
19.
Yeah, you nail one of these cold blasts, and it's basically like the reverse of, it's basically what you would expect to happen if, there was a sudden explosion of ice and you hit it with a firebolt. Some of it gets vaporized, some of it gets turned to water. You see pieces of it crack, etc.
I holler back to the bridge. It's like, I don't think this is going to accomplish much.
Okay, it was worth a shot.
This was a shot.
Good try,
Thanks
though.
for-
Why we rolled
Thanks for
down.
trying, Morgan.
Anytime.
So have you guys talked in character about what you speculate the light, like the color reflecting, that Frida put in the chat?
What
If
could
not, I'll say it now.
I mean, I would have at least said the ones that I knew
Yeah.
and that I suspected they were other elements. So
Yeah, I think we
They all
heard
follow
those. We heard
fire
those in
and ice.
character, but we haven't heard the rest.
yeah.
It follows the same patterns, and we have what? Necrotic, fire, chromatic orb. That's all the ones.
While Morgan was up on the forecastle, were they able to observe? And wasn't there a white flash? While they
Yeah,
were
you
up-
got 2 patterns. I had you roll 2 of the d20s. So you had 2 patterns that you spotted.
Okay. So I
The 4 and 8.
I observed both the black and the white from closer than everybody else, right?
Yeah.
So am I able to
Cool.
make a guess about what they might have been based on just seeing?
Let me think about this.
DWO.
I don't think that there's anything that Morgan would have seen or information that Morgan could have accumulated that is over and above what you've already accumulated.
Okay.
Yeah, what does necrotic damage even look like in just in isolation without regard to like a physical body that's being like drained of life?
Right. Yep.
What does that even look like in
I know, but
in
there are
isolation?
tons of like chromatic things that specifically
for
assign
sure.
colors to spell magic. So
Yeah. Now, question:
So-
would our ship be resistant to any of those types of damages?
well, we do have our
Or
shields, but are
immune to it.
specifically full magic.
Ooh.
Damn it.
But these are a lot of explosions.
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
Yeah,
We have
let's
our
say
brand new
Shockwave's
fancy
gonna get
shield
up to something
booster,
else.
but I don't know.
Mogmoth is still the only one with spelljamming proficiency. Go ahead and give me intelligence spelljamming.
It's 9. Plus 4 is 13.
13.
Minus 1 is 12.
As they're having this conversation, you think that you have heard the Mind Flayer slaves talk about making changes to the shields. So you think that it's possible to change the shields potentially. Yeah.
Well, why don't we just swappy-roo our shield settings so they're resistant to whatever we go through?
Yeah.
And
We know what we're
Glornil,
going
with that idea, Glornil being the engineer person, you're like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, that's absolutely a thing that I could do.
Okay. I'm guessing that would take a while. Like we need to pick, I want it to be resistant to this element. Change it, and or would I be able to change it pretty rapidly?
Yeah,
Like,
you
here
think
comes
you
the
could just like
fireball,
tick,
hit
tick,
the
tick,
fire
tick,
button.
right? Yep.
Okay.
But you'd have to know what's coming.
Yeah.
So we'd have to
okay,
figure
okay.
out how
Okay.
things. Well,
Okay,
Elect-
so we have a way
never
through.
mind.
We just have to figure out the other part of it, which is how to know what way to protect ourselves.
I have it kind of out of character. This is getting into like some metagaming ideas.
Yeah.
But I know that like of all of our games, this is the one that like we kind of get into the most metagaming with. So I want to ask if that's okay to like bring up before
I think that sounds great.
offer a
Yeah, because
suggestion.
again, I'm not letting you guys use in character stuff to solve this, so I'm fine with you
Yeah.
metaing it.
So my theory right now is that each number on the D20 corresponds to the pattern. And therefore our best bet would be to sit here long enough that we can get a library of every single pattern for every single number. And then when we start going through, presumably we're rolling again for each round of what's going to happen that round. And therefore tag it on our index, hit the buttons as to what we want resistance, and then move through.
We could test that fairly easily.
yeah, until we roll a double.
Yeah. I think we should sit here and keep watching until we get that.
Does it seem like, okay, so they're just periodically doing these flashes,
Right.
and sometimes we flash stuff at them. Did the timing suggest that it was responding to what we did, or it was just following its preordained pattern?
Mogmoth, you are convinced that this thing is trying to communicate with you, and you just can't, like, you can't figure out how to say hi, but you know that you want to say hi, and that this is a lonely thing that you want to say hi to.
It's all true.
Yeah, with that lovely 2 insight earlier, yeah, 6 total with your talisman. I think that you're pretty keen on that plan.
Excellent.
Okay, everybody go ahead and give me a d20. If you want, we put in the chat so I keep track.
I also got a
Okay.
20. We've got some doubles going on here, guys.
Ooh.
Okay. Frida, when you're trying to keep track of it, there are 2 explosions of lightning, explosion of black, an explosion of white, an explosion of cold, and an explosion of lightning, an explosion of fire, and an explosion of lightning.
Okay.
Mogmoth, when you're watching, as this thought is ticking through your mind, like, I just need to figure out how to say hi. You look up and all of the colors appear simultaneously. 6 explosions of all of the colors. And you're like, yeah, it's trying to say hi.
Ogmoth gasps in excitement. Oh!
Is Mogmoth now absolutely convinced that he's onto something with that magical display?
I mean, it was pretty remarkable.
Great,
Yeah.
already convinced
It
me.
sounds like
You've not seen this this happen before. Miradar, as you're watching, 2 explosions of green appear, explosion of cold, an explosion of lightning, explosion of fire, an explosion of lightning. Morgan, 2 explosions of black energy appear, 1 explosion of fire and 1 explosion of lightning, 1 explosion of fire and 1 explosion of lightning. And Glornil, as you're sitting
Mhm.
there, you also see 6 explosions of energy appear in your viewport.
Nice.
All right, so we have our solution.
We have
Yeah.
you know, confirmed that it can do the same pattern again more than once. We've seen it do the same thing. It does have some form of order to it, despite the general chaos of its appearance. There is some order, and if we can just predict the right pattern, we can totally adjust our shields accordingly and fly through this thing.
There doesn't seem to be that many possible color coordinations, so I think we could figure it out.
Ooh, Lord, let me tell you, the math behind that one is.
Mogmoth flashes
so
all the
many.
colors at once again. He returns. He returns the hello.
Yeah, definitely.
Character.
How distracted is Mogmoth now? Because you are 100% having a conversation, Mogmoth.
He's not totally. He's a little distracted.
So it says hi. You say hi to you. It's flashing colors, and it's basically like, "What's up?"
Well, that feels like that feels like a mix of blue and white. Do some alternating blue and white with a little
Awesome.
electric at the end, like a little. Maybe it's a question mark.
Okay,
Lightning is the punctuation.
fantastic. All right, so Mogmoth's having a conversation. What's the rest of the crew doing? Yeah, so you guys see Mogmoth just constantly casting prestidigitation at this point.
Well, it doesn't take too long for patterns to come up. So I say let's sit here. I mean, we don't know.
Oh.
There's so many possibilities that there could be. So just in
Yeah.
case that there isn't a pool, let's sit here for maybe, I don't know, a little bit. Just a little bit. And see if we start noticing repeats.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we keep
yeah.
cataloging patterns until we get
Yeah.
some repeats?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because we don't know that there's only
well,
20 numbers.
Yeah, we don't
so
know how many there are
Right.
in character.
This could be
We
a
just know, like,
couple year-long expedition. So let's sit here for a little while and then.
Yeah. So I'll just. Do you guys want to roll to fill in the rest of the patterns? Do you want me to tell you what the rest of the patterns are? I'm not going to tell you what role is associated with what pattern unless you roll it.
I mean, can
very
we just like
makes
say
sense.
that we just have the library? Well,
I
I mean, we
mean,
can.
I mean, I'm okay to just sit here and keep
Yeah.
staring at this thing and rolling until we figure out what goes with what.
I
Sure.
don't think I don't
Alright,
think a
great.
Mathos is gonna
If you're
do us
in
any
it-
good
what-
without
okay,
that.
I guess what's the relationship, I guess, in a metagame sense of like our characters knowing what pattern is what and us knowing what role corresponds with what pattern?
That's a good question. And I guess I would say that you can answer that however you want.
Okay.
That may not be helpful, but it makes sense to me.
Right, because there's nothing really for our characters. There's nothing like precursing the explosions. There's no like, this is a sign that's gonna
We can-
happen. Like
We
we
can
know.
tell it's like the
there's a
start of a
thing.
pattern.
You can tell it's the start of a pattern because
But
there's
we don't
always a
know
pause.
Yeah, there's a pause.
we don't know which pattern
when
is
the start
starting.
is gonna happen, and
Right.
we don't know. Like it could be 5 seconds. It could be like a minute. We don't know. And then we don't know
Yeah.
which pattern it is because there's tons of colors that patterns have the same colors.
Yeah, and
like-
some of the patterns will start with the same color, and we don't.
Yeah.
I guess
We don't
in
know which way it's
character,
gonna
we
go.
wouldn't know if it was like blue, green, red for this pattern and blue, lightning, red. We wouldn't
So
know
we
it
wouldn't
wasn't
be
the
able
blue,
to
green,
prepare
red
in
until we saw
time.
the lightning.
Yeah,
Yes.
until we found like an like
Yeah.
place where
So
this is where every single one diverges.
right.
This location. Like we can make an algorithm, but we don't
I guess
have.
I
a
have one
computer.
other question: is how long are these patterns taking to occur? Like,
Yeah,
over how
that's a
much
good
time is a
question.
pattern? Because if it's
Um,
like bam, 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 that's a lot different than if each one is taking like 20 seconds or something to.
It looks like each pattern takes about 6 seconds.
Okay.
That seems
Yeah, length of
reasonable.
time.
That seems about right.
On par with how long most stuff in this world takes. So
Yep.
Which only
Okay.
adds to the fact that we can't predict because like if there's like 10 in one pattern and 5 in another and they all take 6 seconds, this one's gonna go.
So you cannot predict the
Yeah.
first thing that happens.
Right.
yeah.
And we
So
then
what
we
you're
can
trying
narrow
to
it down
do
the
is
second
figure out the
pattern.
subsequent explosions.
No, exactly,
Gotcha.
but there's like way so many
Oh, well,
different
we
patterns.
could narrow it down. If we get all the patterns,
That's
we
what
could be
I'm
like,
saying.
okay, it's this one first. So it's either we're still gonna probably not know for certain, I guess, like what's next, but we're like, okay, it's one of these 2 or one of these 3, and we'll take a chance and guess this one. And if we guessed wrong, ouch. If we guessed right, cool. We know we have better idea what the next one to guess is as we
Also,
continue.
I'm guessing we're going to be taking at least some damage each round anyways, because unless I'm able to change this super, super fast, my guess is I'm going to have time to choose one resistance for the round. And with
Actually,
that,
it's
that'll
going to be
which-
it's going to be an object interaction for you, Glornell. So you can just do
okay.
it. If you
Okay,
if you're
cool,
like
cool,
my
cool. I'm thinking,
action,
like,
if you're like
okay.
my action is doing that, then you can do it as each happens.
Okay, never mind. Then my thought train is irrelevant then, because I was thinking that we were gonna have to yeah, never mind.
Okay, everybody roll. Okay, yeah, Miradar, you guys have seen that pattern before. Glornell, you've seen that pattern before. Morgan, you've seen that pattern before. Mogmoth, once again, amazing. Like you are bonding with this thing on such a thorough level. Like you are getting some simpatico with it now.
Can I get 4,
Um,
9, and 13? Because I know we've gotten it before, but that was before I started tagging.
Oh, sure,
the,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
numbers went with it.
Yep. So I'm actually just gonna give you guys all of the patterns as if you're getting them from the beginning. Okay. So but I'm gonna give it to you in a kind of random way. So 2 acid green explosions, a cold, a lightning, a fire, a lightning. 3 explosions of fire, 1 cold, 1 lightning, 1 fire, 1 lightning. 1 explosion of lightning, 1 explosion of fire, 1 explosion of lightning. 1 black explosion, 1 white explosion, 1 cold explosion, 1 lightning explosion, 1 fire explosion, 1 lightning explosion. 2 white explosions, 1 black explosion, 1 white explosion, 1 cold explosion, 1 lightning explosion, 1 fire explosion, 1 lightning explosion.
Ooh, a lot in that one.
1 fire explosion, 1 lightning explosion, 1 fire explosion, 1 lightning explosion. 1 cold, 1 lightning, 1 fire, 1 lightning. 2 cold, 1 black, 1 white, 1 cold, 1 lightning, 1 fire, 1 lightning. 2 fire, 1 lightning, 1 fire, 1 lightning. 1 green, 1 lightning, 1 fire, 1 lightning. 3 lightning, 1 green, 1 lightning, 1 fire, 1 lightning. 3 black, 1 white, 1 cold, 1 lightning, 1 fire, 1 lightning. 1 white, 1 cold, 1 lightning, 1 fire, 1 lightning. 3 cold, 1 white, 1 cold, 1 lightning, 1 fire, 1 lightning. 3 green, 1 fire, 1 lightning, 1 fire, 1 lightning. 2 lightning, 1 black, 1 white, 1 cold, 1 lightning, 1 fire, 1 lightning.
You say that one again.
Oh man, I don't know. Let's see. Yes.
2 lightning, 1 black.
2 lightning, 1 black, 1 white, 1 cold, one lightning, one fire, one lightning. There's a period where there's no explosions. There's a period where there's all explosions. 3 white, 1 white, 1 cold, 1 lightning, 1 fire, 1 lightning.
Did
And
you say
2,
that last round was 3 white followed by 1
One
white?
white.
yes.
So 4 whites, or is there like a pause?
No, the sequence, they're not simultaneous. The 3 explode simultaneous, and then there's
Okay.
a separate explosion of white after that.
Oh. I have been notating this incorrect for a while.
Same. I've been whenever you said multiples of the same one, I wrote like multiple
Yeah, same.
consecutive,
Exactly
not
the same.
concurrent.
Yep, that's what I did too. So all
I
of mine
told
are
you they were
correct.
simultaneous.
Well, all of mine are useless
all
now.
of mine are wrong now.
Yep.
Okay, I think mine I've like switched to shorthand, so I think I've got most of them like that.
I was
Like,
in
I have
shorthand
the
too, but my shorthand is
order.
I have
exactly
the
the way
orders,
that
but
wouldn't
all the
work.
ones where it was multiple
Yep.
simultaneous.
I know there's
don't
one
have
that's
the-
3 green that he said 3 green, so that one's simultaneous.
Okay, I got that. Then
Mine are useless.
yeah,
I think
Yeah,
most of
mine
the
are all
ones
wrong.
that
Garbo.
started, I think most of the ones that started with 3, he would say 3 fire, 3 lightning, 3 black, 3 cold.
Yes, this is as far as I know, this is the only time where the same one happens after a burst of multiples. So if you have notes of burst of multiples, those are all happening simultaneously.
okay.
Even if it's just 2 in a row.
even if it's just 2 in a row.
For example,
Green, green, cold, lightning, fire, lightning.
I do not believe that pattern exists.
Wait,
Well,
green,
shit.
cold, lightning. That was the very
So
first
it's
one. you
2
listed.
green. So it's not green, green, it's 2 green.
Okay. Are there
Yeah.
any where it is 2 of the same one in succession rather than 2 simultaneous?
Except for this one that I just gave you of the 3 white and the 1 white. No.
So if there's 2 greens together, we can assume they're simultaneous. If there's 2 colds
Yes.
together, we can assume they're simultaneously,
Okay.
except for this one with
Yes.
3 white, 1
Yep.
white, lightning, fire, lightning.
Right.
Everything ends with lightning, fire. Not everything, but everything.
But let me give let me give you guys that one again because I obviously caused confusion, so I'll give it to you. So 3 white happen at the same time, followed by 1 white, then 1 cold, then lightning, then fire, then lightning,
Okay.
and then 2 black, 1 fire, 1 lightning, 1 fire, 1 lightning. All right, you got all the data you need.
Okay. I think I've got. We'll see. There's one I'm like not 100% sure I copied it down right, but it was like right smack in the middle, so I don't know which one it was.
Do
to
we
ask
want
you.
to go through? Oh, it's so hard to say anything simultaneously. Sam, do you want to go through them and we can flag you if anything diverges from what we have?
Sure. All right, I'm just gonna speed through these in the order that we got them.
Oh
So
my goodness. That's a good thing
green,
about
cold,
friends.
lightning, fire, lightning.
2 green, cold,
2
lightning,
greens.
right?
Okay.
Is that what everyone else has?
Yeah, mine was off, but like my notes were like definitely off. 'Cause I wrote acid and then green.
then-
And I'm pretty sure acid is.
Yeah,
green.
Acid is green. Yeah.
So
Well, maybe.
2. Does
2
anyone else
green.
have it written down? 2 green, cold, lightning, fire, lightning.
Okay.
That's
Can,
fine.
And
can
then-
anyone confirm that? Nobody? Renee? Will?
No, I didn't do it.
What are you guys doing?
Okay. So then, well, next one, triple fire, cold, lightning, fire, lightning.
Yeah.
Lightning. Then third is fire, lightning, or lightning, fire, lightning.
Yeah.
Then we've got black, white, cold, lightning, fire, lightning.
Mhm.
Double white, black, white, cold, lightning, fire, lightning.
Wait, say
Fire,
that
lightning,
again.
fire, lightning. Oh, okay. Double white, black,
Mhm.
white, cold, lightning, fire, lightning.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Fire, lightning, fire, lightning.
Mhm.
Cold lightning, or cold lightning, fire, lightning, rather. Double cold, black, white, cold, lightning, fire, lightning.
Mhm.
Double fire, lightning, fire, lightning. Green, lightning, fire, lightning. Triple lightning, green, lightning, fire, lightning. Triple black, cold, fire, lightning.
I
White,
had
cold, lightning. Oh,
I had
that was the
triple-
one I wasn't sure on.
I had triple black, white, cold, lightning, fire, lightning. Does that what you have, Sarah?
I had triple black, white, cold, fire, lightning, but there may have been the extra.
I bet
That's
it's
what I
lightning,
have
fire,
minus the
lightning.
white.
Yeah, because that was also a long one, and when I have the long one. that was-
Yeah,
So probably
almost everything is lightning, fire, lightning. So probably
so triple black, white, cold, lightning, fire, lightning
Yeah.
seems probable.
that was
Okay.
the one that I was pretty sure I messed up. So then we've got white, cold, lightning, fire, lightning.
Mhm.
Then we've got triple cold, white, cold, lightning, fire, lightning. Triple green, fire, lightning, fire, lightning.
Mhm.
Triple green,
double lightning,
lightning, fire, lightning. Fire, lightning, fire, lightning.
fire, lightning, fire,
Mhm.
lightning.
Okay.
And then double lightning, black, white, cold, lightning, fire, lightning. None of them, all of them. Triple white, single white, cold, lightning, fire, lightning. Double black, fire, lightning, fire, lightning.
Yeah.
That jive with everybody's
Yeah.
set of things.
It's
Okay,
starting
cool.
to think
That's the
by the
first
time we
step.
picked up a pattern, we just
Yeah.
start flipping fire or lightning because that appears to be what the rest of them are.
Yeah, when
Okay.
in doubt, try that.
So which of these do we know? We know all of them at once is 20.
Assuming the rest of none of them is probably a 1.
Maybe.
No, the nothing
I
was a
had to guess.
19.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I distinctly
Now
remember.
I'm worried, just like
Online.
again, metagaming here a little bit, that once we get into this, Eric's not gonna give us the numbers anymore. Or do we have to go off the pattern? So
yeah, we'll
I'm
have to go for
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna go off
so I don't
patterns.
know that tagging them to numbers any like my initial thought, I know I'm the one who said learn all the numbers so that we know what to anticipate. And now I'm taking that back and saying I don't think it's going to be that simple.
Yeah, I think what we need to do is like
find the diverging number, like right where
we
they-
could maybe wait till the like
Yeah,
at least on
well,
our
the first
initial
one's gonna
foray.
be-
Yeah.
The thing is
Go
that
ahead.
this only lasts 6 seconds. Do we have the time? Like how far can we can only move? How fast can our ship move feet per second?
Do we have any idea how long it's
per-
going to take
feet
us
per
to fly
turn?
through this? If we just zoom through and are like doing this?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think putting together what you and Morgan kind of sussed out with Mogmoth kind of doing some math to get through, you think that it'll take between 30 seconds and a minute and a half.
Ooh, so we got a lot of these to try and suss out.
Okay, I'm making a little spreadsheet.
Gotcha. Okay.
But how fast can our ship move per turn?
I don't want to have to figure that out. Instead, I'm just going to tell you how long it's going to take to get through the cloud.
Okay. Our ship doesn't have a movement speed like people do.
No,
Okay.
yeah, it's like a relative thing.
Making a spreadsheet that represents. Sam, you switch
Okay.
between using the color and using the
Did I?
and using because you have G and then you have F.
You have to, otherwise you have black and blue, and it gets confusing.
B is black. Cold is C is
C,
cold.
yeah.
The ones
'Cause
we
I'm
have,
looking at-
the ones we have known elements for, I put their element letter, and the ones we don't have known elements for, and
Gotcha.
chiefly black and
I
white,
understand.
I put B and W.
Cool. I'm doing a thing where I have I'm making a spreadsheet where based off the first one, it
Mhm.
shows just the patterns that start with that one, and then it can narrow it down from there.
So we're basically gonna we might just have to eat the damage of the first one, or like
Wait.
take a random guess on the damage of the first one.
They all start differently. They all have a different start. So we know which one
Right,
it is.
so we're gonna-
immediately.
We're gonna take a random guess on the first hit, and either guess right or not, and then on successive parts of that same set of explosions, we can go off of that.
Well, certain starts are more likely than others. Wow,
Yeah.
if it starts with the all at once.
That hurts.
Yeah,
if it's like a
rigging hit
triple,
anyways.
if it's like a triple of one color, it's gonna hurt.
So let's see how many of each we have, so we can statistically figure out which one is correct. So we got green.
Mathematically, we've got to
This is what my degree is for,
This
everybody.
is a math problem here, guys.
Only play our puzzles in D&D.
Just let them know at the student loan office.
Yep.
This is
He
what
didn't
you
have no
got my degree.
loans. So okay, hold on. So to confirm, we've got there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, Eric's nodding. Thank you. Okay, so the ones that start with green, we got 1, 2, 3. Okay.
All right. We have 3 that start with blue, or 3 that start with black, 3 that start with cold, 3 that start with fire, 3 that start with green, 3 that start with light. Everything has 3. Literally, they all have 3.
Yeah. So it's
Everything
even
has
guess.
a 1, 2, there's a 1, 2,
an
and
even
3 of
guess.
every color. There's
Mhm.
like a single, a double, and a triple of every color.
Yep, that makes sense actually. That structure, that's how one would build that. Yep. Yep.
So that's where we're at. So we have a 1 in 6 chance to guess the first one right, I think. Basically is what it rolls down to. Or I guess technically slightly, well, I guess you could say slightly better because there is the chance that it's none. But then there's also the chance that it's all of them.
Yeah. Kind of equates out.
So,
Fascinating.
but yeah, basically a 1 in 6 chance to guess the first one right. And then once we know what the first one was, then we can know what what to do for the rest of the pattern.
Perhaps like we've only observed it from the outside. Perhaps once we're on the inside of this magical field of chaos going on, we'll be able to sense things happening better. Like maybe it gets colder right before a cold explosion, or it gets hotter once we're in.
Seems
the o-
optimistic.
It's the only new information that we're potentially going to have. So it's either we guess
Yeah.
or we find something on the inside. Either way,
Hey,
results remain the same.
Susie's rain analogy. Do we find out what explosion we're going to get caught in faster or slower while we're going through it?
So here's a question that Hoff may or may not want to answer, which is, do we need to figure out a decision tree now, or are we going to play this out in real time and it's going to do like cold, and then we're going to be like, okay, well, if it's cold, and then Hoff's going to be like, the next one is green.
Well, if it's only one cold, we know the pattern. There's no like as soon as we see the first thing,
Oh, that's
we
right,
know
yeah.
the pattern.
Well,
So
There's no
we are gonna do initiative passes,
Okay.
and then you guys are gonna have to help Glornil potentially.
I
Yeah,
think it'd be
before
funny if we
we-
just decide to go around at this point with an hour and 20 minutes into this puzzle. We just
Before
decide
we
now.
before we
this.
start to fly into this, I know you all, before we decide to all fly in, I know you all don't like this. Looking at Frida, looking at Glornil, looks over to Morgan and says, but I think we should do your telepathy spell
Sure.
just because Glornil probably can't see what's going on up here from down where where he's going to be tinkering with the shields. So we can
It's
let
actually
him
all
know.
it's all on the command deck. It's all right
Okay,
there.
Okay, it's like if we need to let him know.
Question.
I'm just down there
Also, I
randomly
agree
flipping
with
switches.
yes, I agree with the telepathy. As unfortunate as it is, it's important. But I do have a question. Was there a way, I don't know if I'm like putting a memory in or if this actually happened, a way where you have a spell that you can do to a person, can you somehow amplify it through like the spell jamming crystal to make it hit the ship or something? I don't know why I'm thinking that was something that happened, or I might have missed. I have absorb elements, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I see. Oh, neat. Magmoth, give me a Spelljammer intelligence check.
Is there a way that I can cast it at higher and higher levels to get to somehow put resistance somewhere, or can I just do it to me?
Thank you.
well, Renee,
What's up? Yes.
with a 7,
Uh-huh.
your knowledge
we
of
rolled
this
well.
may be limited.
So Mogmoth, is there a way
Yeah,
for that to
Mogmoth,
happen?
you don't know what the hell she's going on about, but
Okay,
it,
that's
you know,
fine.
it seems plausible. Like Spelljammer helms are fucking magical constructs. There's all kinds of shit that goes on with them.
I see no reason not to imagine that was a sufficient influx of imagination and optimism on our part. We could not transmute a spell from the interior of our hearts to the exterior of the ship's hull.
Thank you, Mogmoth. All I needed to know.
That
You're a
is
gem.
delightful. Oh my god.
I want to get to this end of this adventure and tell Frida that. The location of the last portal is surprise.
We all have to just hold hands in a circle.
No, we were
Like balloons go up.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's
Where
so
were we?
good.
It's gonna be art of that eventually. I'm just gonna toss that out there now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
You please say that at the end of this. Oh my
Okay, Frida.
Okay.
So, are you gonna try to do absorb elements like through the spelljamming helm on the ship?
Worth a
It
try.
can't hurt. I mean, there's no way to test it though until we're like, I can't cast it until damage has been taken.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's like
see. Okay.
It's a reaction spell.
Oh, it's a reaction. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have absorb elements too.
Yo, nice.
Maybe they can double up.
We
If
just-
you two
Yeah.
both put your efforts together, maybe it works better.
I think that's plausible.
Oh my
Okay, so are you gonna push in?
Before we do, is it okay? Am I allowed to operate a station while maintaining a concentration spell?
Definitely. Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Wait, okay. I'm seeing how high I have to upcast this to hit everybody. What the heck? We're about to fly in. I'm gonna use my channel divinity to give everyone advantage on all your mental saving throws.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
I don't know if we'll need to make any saving throws, but it can't hurt. And that's not concentration. And then also right before we go in, I'm going to upcast bless onto everyone.
Cool.
It
Excellent.
doesn't affect skill checks, but
Right.
it affects attack rolls and saving throws.
Nice.
What does it give us on
So-
those?
An
1d4.
additional D4 on attack rolls and saving throws. So I have to, that's a third level bless to hit all 5
Cool.
of us.
And are you gonna do some inspirational speaking here?
Oh, you know, we're getting inspired to go into this mess. Don't worry, everybody. I know it's a lot of explosions, but I'm sure Frida and Morgan can handle this with their absorb elements, and Mogmoth's got the piloting done. It'll be no problem. Glornal just does our shields and we'll fly through without taking a scratch. I'm sure it'll be fine.
That was one of your better speeches yet.
Blind optimism.
That's
Nice.
going to be your last speech. I think it's an excellent one.
Let's hope it's
I
not the
was-
last one.
I
Wow.
was checking most of my notes to that, so I only heard like the very tail end, but it does seem well received. So
I'd like to be around for some more of Miradar's speeches.
Honestly,
And
I
how
wake up
many
every
hit
morning
points
and-
does that add?
It's 17 temporary hit points.
Wow.
Honestly,
Oh
I wake up
my.
every morning thinking to myself, man, I hope I get to hear a Mirador speech
Get a
today.
nice pep talk.
What I live for.
But yeah, so and then like right before we fly in, I'm gonna do the channel divinity and then cast bless.
Some people
Cool.
have drive time radio. We have Miradar.
Okay, roll initiative, please.
Woo!
And if everyone is around me when we're doing this, you all get the initiative, the +5 initiative bonus.
Yes, you do.
Not that it really matters because we're competing with each other, I guess,
That's true.
And
Right.
outer space.
and outer space.
What was that? What was that bonus, Sam?
5.
Okay, then I get. Well, I still get
Is
it.
that a 30 initiative? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, I rolled an
Holy
18.
I rolled a 1.
You have a +7 to initiative?
I sure do.
Dang! I have a
Oh yeah, because you
+1.
get like your charisma towards your initiative or
That's
something, don't you?
amazing.
I do.
Oh, that's right, Swashbuckler.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
Dex plus charisma.
I had +5 because of that actually, in After Falcon.
It's nice.
Okay, awesome. Alrighty. Mogmoth, in addition to Glornell trying to modulate the shields, Mogmoth, you can probably navigate the ship to maybe avoid some of these explosions as they are happening. So unless you want to do some other action.
Nope.
Okay, great. You head into the field of explosions. Give me a dexterity spelljamming check, please.
Let's do it. 17, 21, 24.
24. All right, you avoid the first explosions. What are the shields set to right now, by the way?
I'm thinking either fire or lightning, since a lot tend to have that pattern.
Okay, which is
so
it?
I'll say
it's an even
lightning.
odds, whichever with all 6.
Yeah.
So it's a
The lightning. A ship getting hit by lightning sounds bad.
Okay. So Mogmoth, you see some explosions start to take shape in front of the ship. You dive it down as 3 bursts of green explode around you that you
Fire.
are able to duck
Fire
out of.
next.
So then it's going to be Glornell. So what do you have it on?
It was originally on lightning.
Okay.
So is it too late to hit the green to reduce that damage?
We've already.
So you
dodged it.
Mogmoth dodged those
oh yeah,
3.
Magna- okay.
Yep.
Fire and then time it. Fire, lightning, fire, lightning.
Okay, so setting for fire next. So you modulate the shields. There's an explosion of fire. It hits the shields without damaging the ship. Frida.
Oh, okay. I see. Oh, I get it now. Okay, yeah. So, well, lightning's definitely next. I mean, there's nothing I can really do. I'll just be ready to be next to the spell jamming hill. I'm just gonna keep looking out the windows. And
Okay.
if there's, if we get hit for some reason, I'm just going to try the absorb elements to see if that actually does anything to help reduce damage.
Cool. Okay, so what are you doing right now for this pass, Glornell?
This next explosion is going to be lightning.
Okay. Yeah, burst of lightning hits. The shields reflected off. Miradar.
Are shields taking damage from these, or are they just bouncing off?
It doesn't seem to be.
Wonderful.
Nope.
Okay, Miradar is. I guess Miradar can't really do a whole lot with that. So Miradar is making sure to maintain concentration on the bless, and is just going to be stationed at her usual station, watching for the patterns to see if there's anything she can do, like observant wise, to assist in either Mogmoth's piloting check to like help point out where.
Oh,
where to
sure.
swerve.
Okay, yeah, you can give Mogmoth the help action.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. And what are the shields on now, Glornell, for this pass?
Back to fire.
Fire. All right. Yeah, fire explosion bounces off the shields. Morgan.
Morgan is going to do basically the same thing as Frida and just kind of be on the lookout to cast absorb elements if necessary. And
Got it.
Popping that out on my prepared spells list with chromatic warp.
Okay, cool.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't swap prepared spells
Oh,
mid.
no.
That's the
if it
whole, like,
wasn't
why you
ready,
prepare.
yeah, you'd need a long rest to change it out.
Okay, then I'll assist by keeping a lookout and signaling Frida just in case she misses.
Okay. All right. And then what's our shields on now, Glornell?
Lightning.
All right. So you guys get through that first pattern without taking any damage. Mogmoth, you see some things starting to resolve again. Give me a dexterity piloting check with advantage, please.
Ooh. Well, that's good. 14 plus 7's 21.
Okay. You needed a 25
Ooh,
for that
then
one.
I will do a little flippy flip with
Ooh,
my
okay.
talisman, and we're just gonna hope it's a 4.
Ah.
Everybody hope it's a 4.
Manifest the 4.
Manifest the 4. It was a 3.
Damn it.
Oh,
You didn't
so
manifest.
So
close.
close.
Which
Yeah.
one of you
tried.
three was it?
And that's not
Who
a
wasn't
saving throw or
manifesting?
anything, is it? Is that a
It's
skill
not,
check?
no,
or
that's a
saving
skill
throw?
check, yeah,
Ah, darn.
Okay, so you so Mogmoth, you're like kind of clutching in your mind, like, ooh, and you're like ready for it, and nothing happens.
Mogmoth is actually pretty convinced that we are friends with this. It is why it has not hurt us. It is why it did not hurt us that time. If it does hurt us, that's a little like oopsie between friends.
You
Amazing.
accidentally slug your friend
I mean,
in
we
the
have a
face.
lot of those in our crew, on the
Yeah.
regular.
Yeah.
Friendly
Little
fire
oopsie.
is part of
Okay.
being friends.
That's such a sad
It's
statement.
literally in the title.
It's
Friendly
in the title,
fire.
friendly fire.
Oh my god.
Okay, so yeah, that initiative pass. There are no explosions. Next one, give another
So,
piloting check.
question:
Yes.
since that was around where it was obvious there wasn't anything, can I actually change my base default to necrotic? So I decided
Yes.
necrotic might actually be a bit worse.
Okay, sure.
And,
Definitely.
And I'm just going to continue helping Mogmoth spot
Yes.
for the
Okay.
ship.
So yeah, roll your piloting check with advantage. You're looking for an 8.
Wait, I'm looking. Oh, on the die. Okay. Well, I rolled 2 15s, so
Okay, great, no problem. Yeah, so you not only do you duck under, but the 3 black explosions that appear would have been repelled by Glornill's lucky guess on that one. All right, so Glornill, what are you setting them to for your pass?
First one is going to be radiant damage.
Okay. Yep, that burst hits the shield. And then Frida.
Still gonna just be at the ready in case the shields aren't up or are we flying
Okay.
directly through the explosion? Just to try.
Glornil.
Cold damage.
Okay, great. Yeah, that bursts and does not cause any damage. On Miradar's initiative pass.
Helping Mogmoth
Yep.
with the spot check. That and maintaining concentration are her top priorities right now.
Okay, and Glornil.
Lightning.
Okay. Yeah, lightning burst hits. The shields take it all. Morgan.
Morgan is also helping Frida with the spot check for absorb elements.
Okay. And more Glornil.
Fire, and then since I think we're at the end of the round, lightning after that.
Okay, great. Yeah, that does it. You guys, with Mogmoth's incredible dodging and figuring out these patterns, you avoid taking any damage that round. Next round, Mogmoth piloting check.
Mogmoth, I'm starting to believe you actually have befriended this thing.
I knew
DC
all along.
22.
I like it when I'm
That's
wrong.
16 plus 7, 23.
Ha! All right.
And my other one was a 1, so
don't even
thanks
say
for the help.
Ooh,
Of
nice.
course.
Three
so-
bursts of green appear around the
Oh,
ship.
Tony.
Mogmoth deftly dodges them. And Glornil, you've got this thing's number. Tell me what the pattern is after this.
It's fire, lightning, fire, lightning.
All right, great.
We already
The
see.
shields take all of that. You can start to see the edge of the field of these explosions, Mogmoth. Do you think you'll be able to get out next round?
All right.
So give me another piloting check with advantage.
It's 18 and a 1, so we'll take the 18.
Okay, no problem. You swerve around. This was black. A single black burst appeared. Shields would have taken it anyways. What's the pattern after this, Scornell?
Radiant, cold, lightning, fire, lightning.
Great. All right, you guys modulate the shields exactly right and come out of the field of horrible energy explosions unscathed.
See, it's
Um,
exactly
and-
like I told you.
Woo!
Like I
You
said
know-
beforehand, we wouldn't even take a scratch. I have total faith in you, Mogmoth. Great job, Glorno.
When you're right,
A
you're
plus
right.
all around.
Good job,
Mogmoth
everyone.
sends a friendly burst of all the colors at once.
Doesn't respond. It's the real question.
Fantastic. Amazing. Okay, great. You guys made it through the field of explosions and continue on towards the Great Wheel.
Woo!
Woo.
Okay. Presumably the whole crew is going to get up and be around on approach to the Great Wheel. Mogmoth's piloting. You get on the last flow that would take you all the way out of the system, and you see on your left this truly massive constructed object. It looks like a wheel with 3 spokes from a central area radiating out to it. It's white. And it has this kind of shiny surface that reflects light away from it. The wheel itself is curved. It's all very like smooth and curved, very aesthetically clean lines. It's slowly rotating there in space.
Is it rotating like the wheel is spinning or the wheel is tumbling?
It's spinning.
Is there an obvious place to dock or?
So you guys are just getting sight of it. So if you want to pull out of the flow to try to go dock.
Is there like a way to calm, like, you know, when you're when you're flying a plane and you're coming into the runway and you gotta talk to,
Yeah, you guys have communications.
like, is that okay?
Is
there like a
is air
channel?
traffic control like
Yeah.
a typical thing or something?
Yeah, well,
equivalent to-
Okay.
Yeah, those of you who have been in space much know that usually when you're on approach, they will contact you.
Oh, okay. They'll contact us.
But you could also hail them if you want.
Well, they'll typically contact us. I say, go slow, Mogmoth. Keep it slow
Aye,
and
aye,
steady.
Captain.
Everyone else keep
nice
a
and
lookout.
casual, like.
Yeah.
Nice and casual.
Real
Love
casual.
it. All right, Mogmoth, you take it in nice and casual. How you do see a couple of places where you think that there may be like large doors that would open, and as you're getting closer and closer to this thing, you're realizing the scale of it. Like this thing is miles across. None of you have ever seen, if this is a built structure, none of you have ever seen a built structure anything approaching the size of this thing. Even the biggest castles that you've ever seen, the largest spelljamming ships, this thing dwarfs all of them. So you do see at Mogmoth a couple of like door type shaped like etchings, I suppose, where like a door could retreat, you know, into the vessel where you might dock. You see a couple of those scattered around. They're not hailing you and they're not opening any of them.
If we get to a point where they should have hailed us and we're about to like get close enough to start docking, I'm gonna be like, maybe let's hail them. Wait right here. I don't want to dock somewhere that's gonna immediately attack us. At least here we have the chance to turn around if need be.
Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and hail them, Frida?
Yeah, well, I guess that's Miradar, right? Miradar's our
Yeah, I
comms?
think
Yeah,
Miradar
Miradar's on comms.
communications. So yeah, Mirador will try and hail this.
Okay, great.
Whatever it is, station.
Yep.
Whatever.
Mogmoth, go ahead and roll initiative for the ship.
All right. They didn't like our hailing.
Mirador messed it up.
Oh, Mirador.
Mirador following captain's orders.
Our initiative is bad, friends. It is
Does it get
11.
any-
Does it get my
does
bonus?
the ship's initiative get?
It does not.
or
No,
the-
it's
Okay.
just
It's just flat.
yep.
4. Our initiative is 4.
Oh, crap. It doesn't get my aura bonus or anything. I'm presuming.
No. But that's okay because they didn't roll that well either. All right, so you hail them, Mirador. A moment later, a burst of probably a dozen beams of energy emerge from various points on this massive object. They are firing on you repeatedly.
They emerged from what we thought were bay doors.
No, they emerge from now. Actually, you're not like you don't see again. The surface of the thing is nice and smooth. So, like where the energy beams are originating, there's no clear like point for them, I suppose. But it's like all weapon systems on most spell jamming ships. Like they just kind of emerge from like where the spell jamming helm concentrates that power. All right, so that's 3 hits and 3 crits against the Dolazal. You guys do not have shields raised.
Oh yeah,
So
I always just assume
this-
they are raised.
Can we
Oh,
take
really?
some?
usually you don't raise shields when you're coming into dock
Okay, well if that's stand, I mean I don't know.
because
I mean,
it's
it's
basically a
fine.
provocation if
No,
you have
I
shields up.
No, it's all good. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay,
Can we take some
so
ship crises instead
Yeah,
I was
of?
gonna
I think that
say,
might be
so
a good idea.
Captain,
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
trying to figure out
wanted
what it's
to,
called, where it's called. There it is.
so so you guys can do a couple of things at this point. Anyone can call for a crisis to nullify one of those hits, and then Captain, you can also nullify a successful hit and get a crisis instead.
What's the difference between like the captain doing their thing?
It's
and
just it's an extra one basically. So
Oh,
any of the crew can call
Oh,
for a
the
crisis
bonus.
instead of a hit. In addition to that, you can also keep it together and take a
Gotcha.
crisis instead
I
of a
see.
hit.
So we can take up to 6 crises instead of 5.
No, you can take no. That's number of hits. So you guys got hit 6 times.
Yeah.
So the crew could nullify one, and you could
Oh, the
nullify
crew as a
another.
collective.
Oh, the crew as a collective nullifies
Or
one.
one member of the crew. Yeah.
But we
Yeah,
can't
not
have, like,
each- not
you on the
each
crew
member.
nullify you on the crew.
Got
nullify.
it.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Understood,
not
yes.
each member of the crew, but one of the crew can call for it.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do mine at the very least to keep.
Got it. And that'll be a reaction for Frida. Okay, and then is somebody else going to accept a crisis instead of a hit?
Yes.
Okay, great.
And we don't get
um,
to pick if it's specifically the crit or not. Right? We have to. It's just.
Yeah, exactly. So Frida, go ahead and give me a D6, and Mirador, go ahead and give me a D6.
6.
4.
Okay, those are 2 of the 3 crits. So you guys don't take as much damage. So that's going to be 10, and then 3. The Dolazal takes 24 hull points of damage of its 35. The ship just gets shredded by these beams of energy tearing through it, causing massive damage.
We just got this fixed.
The ship only has 11 hull points left. Another hit like that is going to be utterly destroyed. And then let's roll the crises. So Frida, give me a D20.
Let's see. I rolled. a 1, so we have armor loss, and that's continuing. The hit melted an important patch of the ship armor, cracked an internal support, or exposed a sensitive system. Until resolved, the ship's AC is reduced by 2.
Got it.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, because you guys have just upgraded your armor too.
Yeah,
All right, so a bit of the armor has melted off, and then Mirador, give me a d20.
Well, that's unfortunate. 16, a hull breach.
Ooh, hull breach.
Our favorite.
Yeah, I know.
It's about to take 2d6 damage if
If
we
it's
don't
not
fix that,
resolved. Okay,
which could be the rest of the ship.
it could be the rest of the ship. All right, Captain, what's the order here?
We need to
Yep.
raise
So we
shields.
need to raise shields and stuff. I'm the captain. Do you mind?
Sorry.
But yeah, no, comms needs to go. Let's see. So but in order, just to remind myself, in order to fix a crisis, someone has to do a tool skill check with a tool to fix it.
Yes.
And the only people with tools to fix stuff are Glornil and who? There's one other person in Mogmoth, but you're piloting, so you can't get off the pilot.
It doesn't specifically require a tool use. You can use
Oh.
any skill if it makes sense.
I see. I got you.
I fixed our armor loss last time.
That's
Or
correct.
hull breach
Oh,
last
yeah.
with
Yeah,
telekinesis.
sure. You fixed. Well, you just fixed something last time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So sorry, I'm looking at all the CP necessary. So to raise, we have 0 CP.
Right.
Okay. God dang, this is unfortunate. Oh, there's so many things I want to do, but not enough CP to do it. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go first. Captain's gonna go first. I'm gonna support department. I'm gonna support
Okay.
comms so they can raise.
Well,
shields.
let's figure out the order first, and then we'll do the actions.
Yeah. So, captain, then comms,
Okay.
and then after that we're out of CP again. And after that, it doesn't really matter.
You realize you've got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm gonna say because we need 2 people to do the fixing, so engineering and then gunnery, because those will auto generate CP while they fix. And then that gives Mogmoth 2 CP. See, we're never gonna get up to 4. This
Well,
turn.
we could have only one. If only one of the crises got fixed, that person could go above and be whoever.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
could have one person fix the whole crisis, the one that's going to take 2d6 extra damage, and then the other person go above and beyond to generate extra CP,
Yeah.
and
So
that
we'll
could get
just-
us 4.
Go with that order, and then you guys can figure out which one of y'all wants to fix one of the things, and
Okay.
what the other one wants to do. So that will be our order.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm thinking. I'm thinking we send Glornil to deal with the hull breach
Yeah.
because Glornil can fix that with tools,
Yeah.
and I'll use investigation to try and find look at the stars in front of us and try and find the quickest, safest way out of here.
I would suggest that you try to go above and beyond. Whoever's going to go above and beyond, go first, so that if you fail, the next person can go above and beyond instead of trying to fix the crises. Because I think even if we fix these crises, if we get hit again because we don't escape combat, we're effed.
If we don't,
Also-
if we don't fix this one crisis, we're taking 2d6 damage.
We and 2d6 could be the entirety of our remaining ship's hull points.
But if we don't
If we get the
escape,
shields, we have a pretty good buffer.
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah. Who needs to turn on the shields? Would that be me and engineer?
That would be Mirador.
That's gonna be
Mirador.
up second.
Mirador.
I'm going
That's a
second.
comms thing. It says on the
Gotcha,
thing
okay.
who does what, and that's a comms thing.
Okay, I've only
So-
looked at my stuff, so
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay, so
Frida's gonna
Frida-
support me.
Yeah.
So Frida
it's-
does support department.
Correct, comms.
Mirador
Mirador is raising shields with
raise
that support
shields.
from.
And that has your shield booster in it. So your shields are up to 45.
I do have a quick question from the
Okay.
crises, because that's a hull damage that's internal in the ship. That's damage still happening to the ship, right? The shields aren't going to take that,
The shields are not going to do anything about that. Yeah.
right? Okay.
So we need that hole fixed.
Yeah.
Okay, so but your shields are really buff now. So you think even if you took a similar hit, your shields could probably take it. Okay,
So it's up to you if
engineering.
you want to fix or if you
Lornell.
want to above and
Yeah. I'd like to do a strength check and start like piling up heavy stuff, kind of like I did last time.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah,
I'd like to,
grabbing like metal girders and tying them together, and like, because the thing is, like, the whole breach is like trying to separate the ship into pieces. So you're like trying to pull it all together.
don't.
Great. Are you raging?
Yes, I would say I would like to rage so that I get
Okay.
that strength.
Yep.
Is this just a
Get the
straight?
walls.
I'm just imagining what's the Captain America scene with like holding the
Yes.
helicopter?
Perfect.
All right, roll your athletics.
Yeah, okay, athletics, that's advantage because I'm raging.
Yep.
Come on. All right, that's really good. That is 25.
Okay, no problem. You deal with the whole breach crisis and keep the thing from falling to pieces. Gunnery, Morgan.
Okay, so going above and beyond was what we planned on, right?
Okay.
Okay, gonna roll investigation, see if I can find the quickest and easiest way to get us the hell out of here.
Great.
And I use inspiration on this one.
Nice.
Worthwhile.
I just
Very
realized that you
worthwhile.
get proficiency bonus in command points. We should have had this be first, so we had a lot of command points to play with. Oh well. I didn't realize it's proficiency. I thought it was just. I don't know what I thought it was. I gotta be honest.
Wait, how many command points do we have right now?
2, 1, 2, 2, 2.
Okay, so we could potentially get 4 if
So we have one right now from the one that Glornill's
Right, from engineering.
generated.
Yeah.
I just wanna
one's
make-
So we've
from-
only got
No, we got 1 because it's Morgan is doing above and beyond, which is a general action. Your seat still auto generates to CP.
does it.
Yeah, that's what happened last time.
So okay, so we'll have the 2 after Morgan goes, we'll have the 2 plus if Morgan can do the above and beyond.
Exactly.
Pretty sure I
That many
made
more.
I got a 23.
Yeah, DC is 10 for the first use of that skill, so no problem. So what's your proficiency bonus?
4.
So we
Okay,
have
great. So you have 6 CP.
But they all go away at the end of the turn. So
Yeah, so what that means though, Mogmoth, is you could do both evasive maneuvers and escape
Yeah.
combat if you wanted to.
nice.
yeah, let's do that.
All right, so let's do evasive maneuvers first. So give me your spell jamming check, dexterity.
Okay, that's not great. That's 13.
It's-
Mogmoth. Oh, is it enough?
Well, let me see. Evasive maneuvers against a single poorly maneuverable opponent. I think I'm going to call that DC 10.
Yeah. Okay. And then a dexterity check for escape combat
Yes.
or spell jamming dexterity.
Yep.
How much SP does this
Um,
cost?
I am going to use a point of inspiration
Excellent.
for this guy.
Yeah.
One of them's an 8. Let's hope for better on the next one. It's a 17.
Hey.
So that's a
Hey.
24.
24. Amazing. All right. Yeah, Mogmoth, you like wheel the ship around. There are these blasts of energy going all over the place. Shields get raised. And you take you guys the hell out of there.
Well,
Sure hope there wasn't a portal piece on there.
Well,
I was really impressed when we first got there, but when it started shooting at us, I like it a lot less.
we just got this thing fixed.
this is very
Just
unfortunate.
got it fixed.
Does it appear that there's any damage that we need to go to someplace to fix, or will it heal?
No, but I mean the ship does not have a lot of hull points left. It's only got 11 right now. So if you get hit without the shields up, that's going to be bad. So repairs would be wise, but not essential.
But
Is
do we
it
have to go
something we
somewhere
could
for the
repair
repairs? Is what I'm
ourselves?
asking.
Yeah, I think is what.
Oh, I see. You guys could do some repairs. You could get some of your hull points back for sure if you found a place that had like lumber and that kind of thing. You could do
Gotcha.
some pretty basic repairs to maybe give your we do some dice rolling and some skill challenges to figure
Is
that
there
out.
any enough equipment that we could just like try to patch it up and get back some of those full points while still in space, or are we gonna have to like go back and find a plan?
No, you guys didn't really have any like spare stuff like that on board. And this thing, like, it was just like this array of these energy beams just like ripped huge chunks of the ship off.
So we know next time.
Yeah.
Approach that place with shields up.
Yeah.
When we went there, like we approached, and then we stopped, and then we hailed. Were they firing or starting the fire when we were stopping before we hailed, or did they fire only after we?
Give
hailed?
me an insight check, Frida.
Oh, that's D12. There it is. We're not still blessed, are we?
No.
And Mogmoth, give me an intelligence spelljamming check, please.
Do I have human? Is this an ability check? I'm gonna use
It's an
human
8.
determination to redo this.
8.
Human determination has saved me. 21.
21. Okay. And those of you who used inspiration to get yourselves the hell out of there, your inspiration refreshes. Mogmoth on a 7. It's only a DC 5 to know that is unusual. That is not the usual greeting when you're coming in to dock at a spaceport. Frida, 21 insight. So your impression is that they weren't necessarily like aware of or concerned about your presence until you hailed them. And after that happened, they just turned hyper aggressive.
Hyper-aggressive. But before that, it kind of implies that we might have been able to get closer. Not saying that that's a good idea.
Yes.
Just saying
Yes.
that's
Yeah. Like you don't. Yeah. You were certainly within what you think their sensor range would have been. So if they were like really scanning or caring, then you think that they would have started shooting sooner, basically.
Fascinating.
Very poor form from a so-called great wheel.
You're right. It's a rude wheel. Can we rename it? Where's the map? I'm gonna
It's
get out
not
the
a not
map.
so
I'm gonna
great
cross
wheel.
out the word "great."
Asshole.
Yeah, replace it with the word "asshole."
I want to see that in Discord.
We rename our own places here
Who's gonna say?
according to how they treat us.
It's our map.
Rewrite it as Great Petrath because they treated us well.
Or questionable? I don't know. Half of us are like,
Awesome.
Well,
Okay. Well, you guys, okay, calling it there.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fine.
That was a great one.
We
Narrowly
survived.
avoiding
We
destroying
survived.
Death by lasers.
Oh goodness.
Trying to say.
I'm just glad we ate 2 of those crits with the crises.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we probably
We
would have been
have been-
lost in space.
That might have been kaput
I think you would have.
without that. Whew.
Wow. That was a
And
great
that was
puzzle.
with our
Hoff.
better AC.
Oh, good. Thanks. Yeah, that was like actually one of the first things that I made when I was thinking of this game. I don't know why. I was just like, I want to do a puzzle game.
I had
So-
I had a moment where I was like, is he gaslighting us and there is no puzzle and we're going to spend a very long time figuring out a strategy and we're going to go through and get hit at random,
Oh.
feel like we did something.
Or like
That
go
would
through
be-
and
I'm
like
gonna.
something,
I
nothing
think
happened.
the times when I'm gonna be mean, it's gonna be like not to make you feel bad, like as a person, you know. Like that would be pretty
Appreciate it.
demoralizing. Like we spent an hour and a half on this.
Like have something where we roll a bunch of intelligence throws, like intelligence to make a plan, and you're like, yeah, you're passing all your checks, and you're like, no, you failed all your checks. Your plan falls apart. It was a bad plan.
There is actually a cursed magic item that kind of does that, and I kind of hate it for doing it.
Oh wow.
The plan.
There's a good magic item called the Stone of Good Luck or something.
Oh,
And it's
right.
like a permanent bless
Yeah.
Essentially, I think. Well, there's the Stone of Ill Luck, which if you cast Identify, it identifies itself as a Stone of Good Luck, but it's actually a
What?
Stone of Ill Luck, and it's the DM like secretly rolls the minus.
Oh
for
my
you. So, like,
God.
it's really weird, and like you don't know that it's hurting you, and the DM's like rolling it behind the screen, so it's like you're doing worse than you feel like you should, and you don't know why.
Ah,
That is terrible.
that's great.
I was like, I kind of hate that item exists, but
Oh, so upsetting.
yeah, it's just
All
annoying.
right,
to
I've
me
got
that it,
dinner
like, has
waiting, you
lie.
guys.
All right.
You can keep
Enjoy
continue
dinner.
chatting. I'll leave Renee in charge, but thanks for the game.
Bye. Thank you.
All right, see ya.